we started Verdant Graphics as a separate company, but more like an implant. We decided that one of the things that mattered a lot to us, just as a greeting card company, was the quality of our printing. And while we were not satisfied with the external sources we had available for the quality of printing for greeting cards, we decided we were going to bring that service in-house. So we started with the DI press, started Verdant Graphics. We brought all of our processes in-house for finishing, which included glittering, foil stamping, embossing, die cutting, thermography, scoring, folding, everything. We brought the entire process at the same time in-house and started producing greeting cards for our greeting card company, Design. We did that for about 12 to 13 years. So we had a lot of experience in printing. However, decided to kind of grow up and turn Verdant Graphics into its own company and go out into the marketplace as a full-fledged commercial printer. So for our greeting card company, Design, we are known as, in the industry, a wholesaler. So our customers are retail stores around the entire US and Canada. It's been a very good business for us. We're well known. Outside of the two big companies here in the US, we're considered a pretty major player in the greeting card and gift and stationery market. Some of our customers are Barnes & Noble and the Paper Source, the Container Store, regional national grocery chains like Sprouts, or locally in Michigan, Bush's, and many other companies that we sell to on a regional national basis, but also many, thousands and thousands of independent retailers and gift shops that carry our greeting cards, as well as our other products in Design, like the paper tableware, gift packaging, birthday candles, things like that. We ran into RMGT at a trade show in Chicago. At that time, they had told us about, the key word was LED curing, and that buzz phrase caught our attention. We weren't ready at the time to purchase a press, but we never forgot that meeting and the opportunity to go talk to them again when we were ready. So while that, going from a DI, a quarter-size press, to a full-size RMGT is quite a big jump, the journey to get there wasn't quite as big of a jump. When we first decided that we were going to acquire a larger press, we first looked at a 4-color RMGT. Actually, we're close to pulling the trigger on that. Our printing company manager, Verdant manager, at that time said, you know what, Don, if we're gonna make this jump, why don't we look at an 8-color perfector so that we can print all of our greeting cards, both sides, in one run. And so that is how we ultimately made a multi-million-dollar decision in probably 15 minutes internally. Then going to the full-size press, 8-color perfector, was a lot of conversation with Chris and his team at GraphCo on how that would look, what does it mean, and kind of an opportunity presented itself, and we pulled the trigger, and now we have our 8-color perfecting press, and super glad that we did. Our efficiencies and productivity have been well worth the additional investment to make that big jump. We're printing greeting cards 8 times faster than we were previously. What we recognized in efficiency when we added the RMGT was that we were going to be able to print our greeting cards substantially quicker and in much bigger volume than we were able to in the past. With our DI, we could print 2 greeting cards at a time. We would print one side, let it dry for 2 days, print the other side, let it dry for 2 days, and then we would send it off to finishing, foil stamping, embossing, die cutting, glittering, whatever it may be. With the RMGT, we are now able to print 8 cards at one time, both the front and the back of the card, because of the perfecting press, and because it's an LED curing press, it is instantly ready to be finished once it comes off the press. Where it used to take 4 days to print 2 cards, we can now print 8 cards at one time and be ready for finishing. With the capacity of our new printing press, one of our first concerns was going to be bottlenecking in the finishing area. So at the same time that we bought the RMGT, we also invested in additional die cutting and foil stamping equipment and doubled our capacity there with additional equipment. And in addition, we bought our own casing in machine for bookbindery to print our own catalogs. So I would say that our capacity, or I would say limitation right now, is going out and getting more customers. Because we're fairly new in the commercial market, we have capacity to be able to grow our business substantially. We're currently running, for most parts of our print work, only 1 shift. So adding a second and a third shift are no-brainers for us. In addition, we have also hired a salesperson here in our local area and are currently interviewing for 1 to 2 more salespeople so that we can bring in more business. So one of the reasons we went into the commercial printing business outside of our own products is we've been very proud of the quality of print work that we have produced for the past 13 years, even with our small DI press. And we actually felt we were kind of stingy with that talent and felt we should share that ability with the marketplace. And so with the capacity we now have through the additional equipment we have, we are able to bring in so much more business from our local community, both wanting to grow the business and sharing our expertise. We're drivers in expanding our printing business. So the variable costs are more than we would want them to be, but in any good business, we look at investment. And also, good business takes time to build. So we look for customers where we can suit them well and be a better supplier to them than they're currently able to get through other vendors that they may have. So we appreciate and respect that it is a process and an investment, and we were willing to make that investment in order to build what we consider a top quality, service-driven, customer-centric commercial printing company in West Michigan. One of the biggest concerns that are in the marketplace, and candidly this is with every position in every company, is the current labor pool. What we have chosen to do is to find team members who are looking for that opportunity to be challenged, to build something great, and to help us grow our business, and in that process are rewarded themselves. So our model has been kind of proven itself to be a good model, and we are finding the team members that we need, and that hasn't been, as of now, our problem, so to speak, though we don't take our eye off that ball, and we are constantly looking for good talent to join our company. Profitability is always an important factor of any business, and we watch the profitability of Verdant every single day. But to us, we are more concerned right now about doing what's right than just grabbing business for the sake of grabbing business. Our prices are fair, they're not the cheapest, but what we're producing is a quality of product that we consider then offers a greater value to the customer. So in our hunt for new customers, we look for those who are appreciative of great quality at a fair price, and we're willing to invest the time and understand that the ROI may come a little later, but at the end of the day, it will be there. the realization that when you are operating equipment, things go wrong. And while our press is fairly new, there are things that happen. We feel fortunate that GraphCo has been very responsive to the challenges that we may have faced in some equipment kind of tweaking, or maybe getting the exact right formula for printing inks and things like that. Everything is combination art and science, and so those efforts combined is what gets you the great results. And GraphCo has been a wonderful partner with us as we work to get our press at its optimum operating capabilities.